Welcome to Networking Arizona with host Carol Blonder. You'll hear interviews with businesses located throughout the valley. Networking, it makes a difference.
Welcome to the show, everyone. It's going to be a super day today, and it's going to be fun to network with everybody out there. We're live on Facebook, so I want to say hi to everybody. Like us, follow us. You can call in. We're going to be giving a lot of things away today. We've got a lot of newbies here today. So I'm going to go in with networking right away with my first guest, who is Eric Saar. He is the owner of Elite Hoops Development. Welcome to the show. Not only are you the owner of this, you also have a podcast. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Hi. Hi, Carol. We do Elite Hoops Development we teach basketball, we teach them in groups, try to really help them improve their game and get to the next level. And my podcast, SolarInsights.net, there talks about the Suns and the NBA at large with all the famous writers around the country.
Wow, it's really fun. You've been doing it for how long now?
The podcast for about a year and a half, and the business since about May.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about, again, Elite Hoops Development. Mm-hmm. So it's obviously basketball training, and why would someone need basketball training?
Because they just tend to just play with what they know, what they see on TV. They don't have the fundamentals to get them there. They just kind of they need help.
Okay, so now you're going to be offering today a real cool thing. First of all, one person is going to win 4 free 1-hour sessions. Mm-hmm. That is $160 value free to you guys out there. I'm going to open up the lines to the audience for everyone to call, and you can call in throughout the rest of the show for it. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Let's talk a little bit about what Impact Hoops is, but Impact Basketball is, and then I want to go further about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Impact Basketball is what I got certified by. They train lots of high school teams, overseas teams, most of the first-round picks every NBA season during the draft, as well as making Kawhi Leonard of the Spurs, Kyle Lowry of the Raptors, and DeMarcus Cousins now the Pelicans All-Stars. They made them All-Stars. They created them, helped them take their game to the next level. And I took their training, and now I can use the same thing for everybody else that I train.
Okay, so are you the trainer?
I am the trainer.
You're the trainer. That's awesome. Now, how did you get what's your background in it? How'd that happen?
I just always loved basketball, everything about it. I just some people, they don't like it. I love the swish of a basketball.
There's a good reason. He's really tall, too. Go ahead.
I love the swish of a basketball. I love the shoes squeaking against the floor, just everything about the strategy of it, the whole thing of basketball. Been a sports writer for years, all about basketball.
So let's give a kind of like a hint, because you say that you asked me to ask you how can an outside trainer, apart from their coach, help a player improve their game? Mm-hmm. How can they do that?
Well, because the coach is worried about winning the games. They're worried about the actual team, the chemistry on the team. I'm worried about how can I make this one player be better at all the fundamentals of basketball? How do I get them to the next level? How do I make them better at dribbling, defense, tactical awareness in terms of different situations and things like that the coach, doesn't have time to. They can't have them be tired for the games, so they're not going to go as hard on that. So during the off season and other times, I'm there to help bring them to the next level.
What's the minimum requirement for your clients?
In terms of age, it's usually about 12-ish, because they have to be strong enough to be able to shoot a regular shot with the correct form on a 10-foot hoop. So as long as they're strong enough to that, I'm okay with it. That's pretty much the only requirement, really, is to be able to be physically mature enough to be able to actually do it correctly.
Okay, so and how would they know?
They would know if they could shoot from 10-ish feet with the correct form with one hand.
So when you say 12-ish, do you go on up to a certain age, or how does it work?
I could take anybody. I could take anybody. One of my clients was like 27, hadn't really played basketball. I helped him increase his free throw shooting a bunch.
Is it generally kids that are in school that you help, or is it anyone that maybe they want to get themselves better up into like going into the college level? Mm-hmm. On up? Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely take anybody. I know because of all the NBA knowledge I have, I can take them those further steps. Just want to, it's good to take those more raw people at the high school level where they need to get a big thing. They are more probably playing basketball at a competitive level for their age, and they need to take it to the next level.
Well, this is pretty awesome. So you can check them out on his website, which is Elite Hoops, that's with an S, Development. solarplusfitness.com. You can also check him out on his podcast. When is that? It's Solar Insights. When does that air?
It's a podcast that we record wherever I can find the guests. It's usually about once a week. To about 41 episodes since last October.
Okay, and then you can also call him direct. That number is 623-606-2115. But we've got our lines open here, and I'm going to let everyone is going to get entered in to win. One person's getting 4 free 1-hour sessions from him. It's $160 value, free to you. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Okay, so first of all, I want to know what a normal training session looks like.
Well, we're going to bring him in. We're going to the first one was a very evaluation period in the sense of I'm going to watch him play a little bit. But first, for a normal session, they got to come in. We got to do some stretching. We got to stretch certain things, make sure the hamstrings, everything's ready. Have them jog a little bit. The way the Impact Basketball we train, we don't have them do cardio in and of itself. The cardio is into each drill, so they're not going to be running. But we do got to get them warmed up. Then we do some spot shooting things, checking their form. Then we do some defense, rebounding areas, some dribbling, and then we work on the actual game speed. Everything's about game speed, because if you don't practice the game speed, you're not going to be ready for it when it's in the game. So what we try to do is work on the shooting there, and then we work on some actual offensive sets, things that work with your team, how you play, what position. Are you a post man? Are you a big man? Are you guard? What do you need to do? And then we work on that to make it there. And then at the end, we work on free throw shooting, because in the fourth quarter, you're tired. You need to be able to shoot those shots correctly. So that's what we usually end with.
Now, when you're working with someone, is this a one-on-one or is it in group?
I have some packages for one-on-one, but it's mostly group because you want to be able to have a good flow to it. 8 to 10 people is what I'm aiming for in an hour session, to make sure that everybody's getting shots, everybody's able to rebound, everybody's able to do.
It's a group thing, so you got to do it.
You got to do it as a group. It's a good flow.
Makes sense. Okay, now again, his website is Elite Hoops with an S, development.com. You can also call him direct. That phone number is 623-606-2115. And we've got our lines open here for everyone. Everyone's getting entered in to win. One person's getting 4 free 1-hour sessions from him. That's $160 value, free to you or anyone you know. 602-277-5369 and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Now I want to go what it means. What does it mean to take a client to the next level?
Well, sometimes, say, your kid wants to play basketball, but they don't really know what they're doing, so they have to get there to the next level. They can dribble with one hand, say. They can dribble well, but you need to be able to dribble with both hands equally so you can move around the basketball, around the court. So you need to be able to work on those things. I have ways to improve that skill. You can play defense, but you keep getting beat by somebody. How do you improve that skill? You can shoot 20% from the free throw line, but you need to shoot 40. How do you get there? I can correct the form. My specialty is doing shot fixing. So how do you fix your form? Is your elbow wrong? Is your knees not correct? How do you fix it? So it's taking every certain skill that they have and taking it to the next level.
Well, it's amazing because a lot of people they think of having a coach for golf. They'll go get training for that. Or they'll go but basketball, this is what it's all about. And a lot of kids are into basketball. You say 12-ish on up. And again, that number to call him direct, it's 623-606-2115. The website is Elite Hoops with an S, development.com. And again, we've got our lines open here for one person's going to win. So everyone's getting entered into win, and one person's going to get 4 free 1-hour sessions with him. It's $160 value, free to you or anyone you know. I think it's neat because, we don't hear about basketball training that often, you know. I also wanted to kind of ask you in terms of what you do. Do these start immediately? When do your classes open? Are these all year? How does it work?
It rolls around whenever someone's available. We do pretty much once a week is what we're working on now. We want to, a lot of it is off season, so say the high school is going on during the winter there, so the summer is a good time to really get into this. The spring, summer, when you're done with your tournaments, you're done with all your stuff, you need to improve your skills so that you can make that varsity team, how you can get to the next level. So yeah, it is rolling on a rolling basis. The off season is a great time to start though.
And if you are about 12-ish on up and you know that you can shoot, what's the thing, what you said?
You can shoot that free throw.
If you can shoot that free throw throw. How do you say it?
Free throw
okay.
from 10 feet.
You can do it from 10 feet. Then you're going to go ahead and everyone's getting entered in to win. It's 4 free 1-hour sessions. It's $160 value free to you. Give us a call here, 602-277-5369, and check them out. It's EliteHoopsDevelopment.com.